put them in the minivan on the inside, hang them from the minivan, or even in the Suburban. Get hooks and whatnot, secure them real nice. Yeah, they blink. They have different settings on them. They're like locker stuff for kids' locker at school. They're just battery operated. I can't find the button there. I'm the light bright generation. Light bright. Light bright generation. I like living it, and plus they say you're autistic. I like the Leviani ones the best. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Where's the focus? Now I want to take what I want. I'm just screwing around now. Here, bud. One up there. Good boy. Good boy, Tux. Good boy, buds. Good boy, buds. Good boy, buds. Thanks, Ma. These are help, Ma. Thanks. This is a good one. Good man. Good boy, buds. Good boy. Doggy. Good boy. Oh, he's gonna start pushing stuff around. You're not helping! Are you warm enough, Mom? Is that alright? Is that better? Can he feel it? Alright, hold on. I want to do this little experiment. Hey, Ma, come here, help me out, because I need both. Well, maybe not. No, I got it. You're good. Hold on. Your channel. If I go to my live, I don't want to listen to myself. So if I go like this and hold this up like this. Now let's see how long I gotta stand here and do this for until it shows up on the screen. And then I'll take a screenshot and then I'll use this picture on my thumbnail for the talk tomorrow. I'll take a couple. Whoop. I just think of shit to do all the time. It's just how my brain works. Oh, let's try this. Let's try that. I want to do one day. I think it would be really cool to do like a daisy chain, like a parallel YouTube lives. Like, for instance, not like these people are any way affiliated with one another at all in life, but just like, because you can send people links to do lives with you, right? All you have to do is have the link. And so if you have each individual that has 2 devices, right, that stream YouTube videos, that with one device send the link and then connect, and then that person creates another link and sends it to, like, people off the top of my head, YouTube people, like the League Project. Like, he would link with Robert Phoenix, would link with that quite frankly guy, would link with the Joey the Gypsy, would link with, and just get like everybody connected in some way or another that's on the tubes. I don't know if they could do that in other interfaces like Twitter or anything like that, but YouTube, you could do that. You could you could connect, you could have a big ass freaking live with a whole lot of people if you did it right. But I guess I'm the only one thinking of this stuff. Come on. I'm the only one. Hi, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heoka empath. I just like having these little talks on the way I feel about things. I don't feel real good about the lighting. I don't know what's happening with, like, my one lamp. It's not charging. I'll just use a candle light. Maybe that'll be enough light. That'll work. Got my Glade candlelight. It's been a weird few days, It's just been bizarre. My whole life is bizarre, and sometimes there's just, you just take the day as it comes. And I was gonna go into town yesterday. Got up, got a shower, moved my plants all around because they're indoor-outdoor. I got indoor-outdoor plants I'm growing. They're so happy. I'm so happy. I just hang out with them a lot. They're like my friends, man. Plants, music. I have some very dogs. I have some very unconventional friends. You want to sit here? Come here. You can sit here. Come here. Are you hot? You don't like this light? No, he's the one that doesn't like the lights. And he's sitting right there. I'm going to put this on him for a few minutes, Mom, until he settles down, alright? I think he's going for the chair. Good boy, Tuck. Yeah, he's going for the chair. Good boy. Good boy. Good dog. Good boy. You're so brave. Wow. From the top of the dog kennel onto the dog chair. I said, I did it, Mom, and I wasn't scared or nothing, Mom. I did it all by myself. You did, bud. So get this out of the way, Mom. I gotta make it just right. It's just not in the right place, Mom. Good boy, Buzz. You got it just right? Hey, Mom, throw me one of those pillows, can ya? Those red ones right there. Can you reach that red one? Yeah, there we go. Here, thanks. Here, Tuck. There you go, bud. Alright, he's hot, I think. We had the swamp cooler going earlier today. So other things I think about that I find other people that are like-minded that I have yet to find. I was talking about where I left off before I got Tucker settled in. Yesterday, I moved all the plants around, got them all situated, took a shower, and about 9 o'clock, some yahoo in a big white van freaking pulls into the driveway, and I see him pull in, and I was like, oh, lordy. Here we go. Because I got a little short Napoleon freaking loser fucking neighbor. All the other ones are cool. Everybody's cool, but ain't nothing 100%. This place would be like perfection if this guy didn't act in such douchey ways. But he likes to present himself as a little machismo, so he does a good job at it. He doesn't have any respect for women. He's like, he's all hurt and mad at his mom and dad, drinks all the time, never had a job, but they, make sure he has a roof over his head, but he don't pay no bills, and he just freaking collects junk, and he's, quite frankly, a parasite on society. And New Mexico's more full of them than not. Come on, Benny. You want up here? Good boy, Benny. Good boy. Said Marge, Benny got a good spot, Marge. The prime real estate, Marge. Benny got a good spot. Good boy, Benny. And he doesn't have any respect for anything or anybody around him, and it's just how it is. So, see, that's the thing, is people can treat me however you want. Go ahead, let me have it. Here on my tiny tube, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it all. I'm going to talk about my feelings and how it makes me feel when somebody's a total dick to me all the time without provocation, especially when I've helped them out. You all right, Benny? Good boy. You know? But they can't. A lot of people just can't get the fuck over themselves to just be decent human beings. So this is the world we get, and it's going to get more and more fun. Hope folks are looking forward to it. It's going to be oh so exciting. And then maybe once things will settle down, we can get on with things as God intended. But we'll see. So he pulled. I said no. So when I saw him pull in, the dude pull in at 9, and I like. There's no way, literally no way for me to get out. The way for me to get out is to pull forward and to stand here and to sit there and wait, and it doesn't matter how fucking fast the dude moves, it's not going to be fast enough for me. Because the fact that I have to wait to get out of my own goddamn driveway when I fucking pay $1,200 a month rent for bullshit, get the fuck out my way. For someone that has never paid anything in his life, right? And I know the astrology. I know how fiery it is. So I'm like, I don't want a confrontation today. I don't want a problem. So I'm going to go take a shower. So I went and took a shower. So I did all my stuff. And at 9 o'clock, I sent my landlord a message. I said, I said, I got errands to do today. And I sent him a picture of the van in the driveway blocking the way. And I said, Aaron, I got errands to do today. And that was it. And then I turned it over to God, my higher power, good orderly direction. I didn't go freaking looking for freaking, flexing my muscles or making the little brown man scared. Fucking little douche. He's a gash, man. I might... Never mind. I should do stand up, I think. I would not say these things on the tubes. Anyway, I've thought about that here and there. So, went and took a shower. Got out of the shower. It's like almost 10. I'm not in a super big old hurry, I just had stuff I wanted to do, and I wanted to be back by noon. Because I don't like being out when the freaking dummies start showing up in the world. So... I get message, now this time I call her, and I call her house phone, and she calls me back and sends me text messages. She's like, because she's on it. She's an Aries too, so she's on it, and she knows that I run a tight ship, and that I don't, that I'm not freaking looking for trouble, and she also knows that I'm not no bitch, and I'm not going to tolerate some nonsense, so she knows, So she calls me back, and she's like, well, I can't. I sent him a text message. I can't get a hold of him. He's not answering his phone. He was out tinkering on his junk cars that he has in the yard. It just gets better and better, I tell you. And so she's like, I'm just gonna come out there. I was like, all right. All right. She lives it's like 15-minute drive, man. She lives all the way into town, right over by the courthouse, and so I said, all right, cool. So I just kind of chill out, and I call my friend, because sometimes when I get real stirred up, I'll reach out to somebody else to help freaking dissipate my focus. Focus on something else, tension diversion type thing. And every now and again, I'll get to see justice unfold. And so I saw it sure as day, and I was like doing the commentary with my friend, Earth Angel on the phone. His mom comes pulling up because I was like, now he's gonna get yelled at by his mom in front of his friends. It was so pretty. She gets out of her car. She's waving her arm. She's like, ah, get this. Ma, it was so beautiful. It was so pretty. I didn't have to get mad. I didn't have to throw a tantrum. All I had to do is just tell on him with his mom. Because I told her, I said, you know, I'm trying to be a freaking peaceful being, dude. I try every day. I pray to God, God, please help me be a peaceful being today. Because when I go out in that world, things change. Mostly though, like if I go to places, because I go to like Tractor Supply, I go to the post office, right? I go to Ace Hardware, right? I mean, I go to the same places, and I go in no particular pattern, no particular order. Probably astrological, probably some, like, I went to the dispensary today. I wonder if, like, if you did that, if you could take receipt history, like shopping history, make an algorithm, and then place them to what your planetary alignments are, then like people that have trouble with their spending habits, if they're trying to curb them, just like during that period of time where you historically buy shit you shouldn't, give your card to your spouse, or say that you're on vacation, or do something to discipline yourself, because our natural, you know, people gotta fight I gotta fight my natural energy every day, man. I went to, when I was at Ace Hardware today, I scored on 3 boxes of medium-sized latex gloves. They were $2 a piece for 100, man. I make my cookies with them. I'm decarbon flour right now. I think it dang. I think it dang. I think the ding dong dang. I'm decarbon, so I put that in the little mini crock pot overnight, and then when I wake up, I freaking put it in the fridge and put it to bed, and then by noon I'll be making cookies with 33.33 grams of pretty nice flour. So anyway, Ace Hardware, going down an aisle, and this guy was just like, he's a tall man. Everybody's tall to me. I'm short as shit. I'm not even 5'4". I'm 5'3 3/4. And he's, I don't know, he's up here. A thin guy, older guy, probably 60s, 70s, white hair, white, yeah. And had like a leather jacket on, like jeans. Kind of reminds me of old Greaser or something like that. Like Pony Boy as a boomer from The Outsiders. Anyway, so I was going down the aisle looking for a carpet cleaner, and it was, and he like gets and the aisles are pretty narrow, and he gets real close up to the aisle to, like, I said, no man, you don't got to do all that, there's room enough for the both of us. He's like, well, I just want to, he said, you just kind of look like you're gonna pounce. I said, no, I'm a very peaceful being, you know. And I'm thinking, like, are you a pouncer? Is that what you do? Do you pounce on people? Is that what you see, huh? I said, no. I said, sometimes I get a little froggy, but I don't leap first. I leap second. And I think, and then later my buddy, he's like a meme master, Saul. I talk about him on my talks. And he posted a picture, something about, we had a synchronicity. He's an Aries. And he posted something about frog, and I said, I told somebody earlier that I leap when I feel froggy, but me, frog means, what is it, forever rely on God? And then God, to me, I understand God is good orderly direction, just If you can help somebody, help them out. If you can do somebody to make somebody feel better about any kind of situation in life, try and do that. We're in a world of withholding, and man, it just doesn't need to be that way. All the ways it could be, and the way that the world is going, it's pretty sad, man. It's pretty sad. Where there's in New Mexico, I got a text message from a cousin a little while ago. We recently reconnected, and he said, a cousin who died about 4 years ago, the result of drug abuse. His wife also recently died, also from drug abuse. Their 2 daughters also died of abuse. It's a sad situation in northern New Mexico. It's a sad situation everywhere. I believe that's one of the reasons why God brought us here. Not because Mom was born somewhere around here. She was adopted, and then God brought us back to her birthplace. And that it just trips me out, man. Every time I think about that. And so, I was asking her today if she had any early memories of New Mexico when she traveled with her family, adopted family, and she said she didn't. And that makes me think of, I wonder, I think when people misplace memories, I believe that when people like have cognitive functions and it just goes back out to the collective conscious pool, and either later people are dreaming about those experiences or living them out in their life in some capacity. I think I made myself clear on that. That sound right? That's the way I look at things. But I'm sure that there's other people out there that feel like this and think these ways, and that's why I keep doing these talks, because I'm gonna find some, golly gosh darn it. I'm gonna find some more. I found one. I found a couple. I found a few. I found a handful. I just ain't ever met any of them in real life yet, and that's the breakthrough I'm trying to do. That's the precipice I'm trying. I'm trying to get over to that point to real life. So, anyway, I believe that's one of the reasons why we were brought here, though, is to help heal that. I think there's lots of people have different terminology for it. That Marge astrology chick, I think she calls it the family curse. Like, and my sister, she was living that junkie lifestyle and got killed. It happens. I mean, it's like there's so many people that are so sad and so broken and so hurt for so many different reasons, and all these people have never ever been hurt. Well, I mean, where do people go to talk about? I mean, I talk about my stuff out here on here, just so that other people know. Hey, if this crappy stuff happened to you, when unbeknownst to you, it's not your fault. And it doesn't have to run your whole entire life, and you don't have to be so sad that you're just comatose and drunk all the time. You don't have to be, I mean, I ate my cookies. I'm kind of on a tolerance break right now. Like, I'm making them and stuff. Don't mean I'm eating them. It means other people are getting them. I told the lady at Ace today that she'll get some soon. I was like, yeah, usually I make cookies. She's like, oh, do you make cookies? Like the fun ones or like sugar cookies? I said, no, the fun ones. I said, you like them? She's like, yeah. I said, I'll bring you some. Oh, yeah. I said, they're nice 3 hour, 4 hour, time passing. Time machine. And then, you're ready for bed and you get a real good night's sleep and you wake up and boo, it's your day. You don't feel like shit. You don't have to look in your phone and look at oh God, who did I call? What did I say? If you're doing stuff like that on fucking weed, then don't do weed. Leave that flower alone. It's not for you. All you got to do is drink orange juice. Anybody ever? I mean, that's the thing. I mean, all the times I got so wasted, but I really wanted to be instantly sober. And then later, after alcohol quit working, then it's weird, man. That's why people's tolerance keeps getting higher and higher, because the effects alter your brain chemistry, your body chemistry. It's straight up poison, man. Booze is straight up, it's poison. And I used to poison myself a lot, all the time. And I'm surrounded by people that have and still do. It's trippy. I love it because I used to say that too. Oh, I could quit drinking anytime I want, any old time I want, any old time I want. I could stop drinking. And I'm like, that's how it is such a freaking cunning, baffling, powerful foe because it convinces you all the time that you don't want to. Yeah. It's a trip, man. It's a trip. I have seen people with such extreme dis-ease. I have known people, not seen them. But every time I think about like the depths of where the pain of where life takes people, I think of like my friend Kathy Visaki, who hung herself. Who my buddy Steve and his girlfriend Jessie at the time. This was years ago. They're long since broke up. Probably, I think she dates chicks now, and he's married to someone else. But whatever. They found her in the basement. You know, sometimes people just can't see any way out. They just can't imagine feeling how they feel for the rest of their life. They don't understand how energy works, that it shifts. Yeah, it'll be shitty today, might be shit. I mean, it's been kind of freaking hard for me for like 6 years. Not to say that every day in those 6 years have been shitty, but there's been a lot more hard days in those years than oh yay, I'm blissed out. You know, I mean, I freaking absolved a lot of karma in the last 6 years, and I hope, and I know I've cured more. I just hope I haven't done so much that I'm gonna keep making myself uncomfortable like I have been the last 6 years. How you doing today, Ma? I ran the swamp cooler. Mom went to bed last night at like 7:30. I just have to allow. I've known this my whole life. It's just when things change, it makes me a little, you know, it makes it harder for me to be where my hands are is all. Mom, you're doing good though, huh? Because I'm like, I mean, I could go from freaking, you know, Mom started to go to bed, you know, she started to sleep later. I was like, I get worried. I said, old people, they start wanting to sleep more. Once people want to go on the other side more and participate less in life, that ain't good. So, if that, it's, I always asked her, I said, Mom, you want to stick around longer? She's, yep. Huh. You like living still? Yep. She likes petting Benny and Artie and Tucker. And we went walking around, did a lap in the yard today because it was so pretty. And I'm always getting her, Ma, get up. Come here, look at this. Ma, come here. Ma, look at the sunset. Ma, come here, look at this. I've been making her look at stuff ever since I was a little girl, huh, Ma? Yeah. We're at the 30-minute mark. Okay. So, yeah, collective consciousness, it's a pretty trippy thing. Ultimately, there's only so many freaking thoughts people can have, experiences people can have. I mean, there's a lot of them, but ultimately, like, there's an end, you know? There's only so many things that you can do to the human body in any kind of way. And people always think they're new and creative and coming up with something different, and they're not. I think it's cool that more people are starting to, I don't know, I'm not going to talk about that today. All right. I did make a funny today. I had Mom cracking up. Sometimes there is a new thing that we're doing though that she does, because like Mom had a stroke when she was 38, and the neurologist at the time came in and told me when we were going to see him and stuff, he's explaining things to me, and then I'm like breaking them down in my terminology, and he's like, "Yeah, actually, that's right. I was 15." And so, well, how he explained it was the part that was damaged in her head trauma. She has a knot still to this day. That part is just the cells are gonna continue to die. I should see what part of the brain, but but like physically, mom's pretty spry. Mom's pretty healthy. Cognitively, there's it's presented itself in some pretty peculiar quirks. But one thing is she's like not eating regular right now or anymore or whatever, I don't know. So now I get to feed her. Or it takes like an hour, all the dogs are drooling. So we got chicken enchiladas today, and I just take a bite, she takes a bite, we just eat together at the same time, right? So I'm like, bada bing, mom, bada bing, because I put refried beans on it, and she thought I said bada bing. She thought I was saying bada bing, but I was saying bada bing, mom, bada bean. She started cracking up. It was so funny. I love seeing her laugh, man. I love seeing her laugh. That was cool that our cousin said that. The first thing I sent her a picture because I got a message from her saying, hoping that she had a good Mother's Day, and I just sent a picture with one of her $1,000,000 smiles, and he said that she looks happy, and I just every time somebody comments that mom looks happy, I just think of freaking what it has taken to keep that smile on her face. It hasn't been easy. It's always been worth it. All right. Yeah. Hey, Jessica. You don't want to beg. That's funny. What's I do tell people not. I think that was you that I told. Yeah, I think I told in a Key Jin. She got her channel taken down again, and I guess she had like some identity theft too. That's the thing, man. That's why didn't know if I was gonna do a talk tonight. I was on the phone the first time for like 20 minutes, and I went like this and hit a button, and it hung up after I'd been in the queue for like 20 minutes because I ordered my nephew's stuff for his birthday, and it was kind of an iffy transaction. I don't like whenever there's Chinese, or I don't like when there's symbols used for words in the company where I'm trying to buy shit from. So, especially if I'm under the impression that it's a American company by the interface, it's like, do I got to work harder to make sure that people don't suck? Whatever. So, it went through, and then I got another nephew whose birthday's coming, so I was like, I'm just gonna order both of them at the same time. And this time it said your card's been declined, and so I said, fine, I won't use this site. I'll go to a different site and I'll order something else. So I went to a different site, ordered something else, said this card has been declined. So that's when I called the bank. That's when I was on the phone for 20 minutes the first time, and 50 minutes the second time. Only to make sure that there was not a problem with my card. I was okay with that. And there wasn't. But at least it gave me a peace of mind. She's like, your card, because I did get a text message, but it was after I got the text message that I tried to do the second transaction, and it still said it was declined. So I said, I'm just going to leave stuff alone. I hear you, universe. I hear you. Leave it alone. But I did get my one nephew's his loot sent out, so he should get it. God willing in the freaking shoot, man. What is happening with the world, man? People people are getting so reliant on technology, and the stuff doesn't work. It doesn't. So, anyway. Next few days, I really plan on going nowhere. I'm gonna put my, if the weather's nice, I'm gonna put my plants out and they hang out right there outside the window, and they're growing so fast. They're gonna be so happy. They're gonna make the best cookies, man. I'm so excited. The I don't. Hopefully, I won't have to buy any freaking flour for the whole year. Come harvest till into that's money saved. Yeah. Tomorrow's gonna be a beautiful day. 74 degrees. Low of 48. I got some pretty rad. I think I'm gonna post those up on Snapnax. I got a Facebook page on Snapnax, called Snapnax, and post some of the pictures that I took today. Um, yeah. The plot keeps unfolding, huh, Ma? The story keeps unfolding, huh? Yeah? It's about all I